Hello everybody, welcome back to Planet Zoo. We're back in Pine Valley Zoo again. Good, I hope you're all okay, and thank you once more for all your nice feedback. Everyone seems to be enjoying Pine Valley Zoo so far, so yeah, I really appreciate all your comments. It's very nice of you. I mean, that's one of the reasons why we play this game, or certainly why I do it on YouTube, is sharing my ideas and my inspiration with you guys, and if you're enjoying it too, then that's just a bonus, isn't it? So what did I do in the last episode? Now, I'm recording this on Sunday night, and I've already pre-recorded a couple of episodes, so I'm now a couple of episodes on from where you guys are. Therefore, obviously, if you're leaving comments and ideas and suggestions, it won't necessarily happen within the next couple of episodes if I take it on board, because I'm already ahead of you. I will try not to get too far ahead of you, and if you come up with good suggestions, I can always go back and change things. So please do keep the suggestions and ideas coming. Yeah, so that's just how it is. I just want to make sure that I can regularly put these videos out, so I'm trying to get a bit ahead of myself and have a few in the bank kind of thing. Right, so what we're going to do today, today we are going to be working out the front here. This is what I want to look at first. I want to do a bit of terraforming out here. Terraforming, is that the right word? No, that's a bit I don't know, that's a bit extravagant really for what we're doing. It's I don't know, terrain work. Let's just call it what it is. It's terrain work. It's really not that. Oh, I messed that up a bit, haven't I? So what was I thinking of doing out here? So this isn't working. Pine out here, sort of a pine, bit of a pine forest area. I wanted, I don't know, I like the idea of having a sort of a raised area like this, and then I don't know whether I can. I'm never very good with these tools. Oh, that went a bit funky at the end there, didn't it? Can I just undo that last bit? Yeah, there we go. I like the idea of just having a bit of a slope, a bit of raised bit here. It just makes it more interesting than just being just flat land. So I'm going to do this, I think probably around all of these. I know originally I did say I might put like a road access and car parks and things out here. I may still do that, but for now I'm just going to do another sort of raised area here. I think something like this, and yeah, well, I can always come back and make changes to it later on, can't I? I don't know why I'm doing it quite like this. It was just an idea that I had to create these sort of little cliffs, and then see if I can blend them in a bit. You know, just this tool is really handy if you get it right. It creates slopes really nicely, but it's not always the easiest tool to use. It's something I've never been very good at in the game, is getting yeah, see, this has all gone completely wrong over here, hasn't it? Yeah, getting the terrain work looking good. It's not easy. Well, it probably is easy. I'm just rubbish at it. You know. I mean, this is sort of what I had in mind. You know, just kind of. Whoops, no, hang on. Let's flatten that down. No, these aren't quite dipping as much as I would like. There we go. We're getting there. We're getting there. It doesn't have to be perfect. No, that's just shockingly bad. I told you I'm not very good at this. I'm making this way too big. Oh, this is just shocking. Let me just get rid of some of this. I didn't want it anything like that. There we go. I'm just gonna just keep it like that. Oh, I do apologise. This is not my forte. I'm good at many things in this game. Terrain work is clearly not one of them. Actually, I've still got that too big. Let's get the intensity down a bit as well. Yeah, it's not my thing. It's just the tools. I've got the ideas. I just don't know how to use the tools properly. You know, it's not quite as easy as I'd like it to be. You know, but that's fine. I'll get there in the end. And it's fine. I mean, once you've got trees and you've got bushes and rocks and stuff like that around, then it's not such a big issue. Let's see what I can do here. See if I can just create a little raised area over here. Not too much. What I don't really want you to be able to see the entrance completely until you come around that last corner. That's kind of my thinking with this. You know, so you just got this bit of a raised area, because there may be part of the zoo over here, for example. I'm not sure really, but yeah. So I just want to. This seems to be getting lower and lower. Is that? That's probably the best way to do it. Use the nice big brush. That makes sense, doesn't it? So it's always a learning process doing this sort of thing. It's like I say, it's something I've not done a lot of. I usually work on just a nice fresh map, like a flat map, and just go with it. But I really want to try and do more terrain work in this zoo to try and keep it more interesting, basically. Okay, that looks good to me. Now the next stage is really simple. I'm just going to sprinkle it with pine trees and see how it turns out. So let's start with, what do we got? Do I want? Yeah, I do like these ones. Yeah, it really is going to be as simple as just dotting these around. It's going to look a little bit all over the place to start with, but that's kind of the point. You know, it's meant to look natural. And I want it to be quite a dense forest. That is the point. I don't really want you to be able to kind of see through it too much. I really should have grouped these together so I could undo the whole thing. Oh, it's a little bit late for that now. No, it's not. Hang on. Excuse me while I try and do this. Is this going to work? Yes, good. Let's just group these trees together, because if this doesn't work, I want to be able to just delete the whole lot in one big go. So there we go. Let's do that. Now let's get back into that and do a bit more. So let's get some of these in as well. These are nice bushy ones. I like these. So we're going to have all the different pine trees in this area, I think. Kind of really try and mix it up. So yeah, so your suggestions and things so far are really appreciated. I know you've actually, sorry, wrong one. You've commented on the waterfall that I did a couple of episodes ago. Everyone seemed to enjoy that, so that's cool. Someone actually said that they hadn't seen waterfalls done that way before, but I don't know where I picked up that idea. I probably saw it in someone else's YouTube video. I mean, that's generally how we get ideas for these sorts of things, isn't it? You know, by watching other people do stuff, and then you adapt it to your own style or your own ability, and see what happens with it. See, this is already starting to look a bit denser, isn't it? Now, if this was all on flatland, what I would have done is created a template of the trees and then just copied it and pasted it around. That is certainly the quickest way of filling in a forest like this. But it doesn't work when you're doing it on a raised bit of land, because you end up with stuff floating in the air all the time, which is obviously not what we want. Ooh, that's a nice big one, isn't it? Let's definitely get some of them around. Right, looking good so far, I think. I haven't gone down to have a look at it actually, but I'm just going to keep going for now. I don't think I want these ones. No, they look a bit too different. I'll have some of these though. So yeah, I think in real life you wouldn't get all these pines growing in the same place, because obviously they're all from different bits of the world. But it's a game, so we can do whatever the hell we want. Nice, let's get a few of these tall ones in. So the idea is that you really can't see any of the zoo until you're through this forest area. That's what I want it to be like. And hopefully once I finish this and I go down and look, hopefully that's what it turns out like. I always like doing this sort of thing, and you know, not checking your work as you go along, because you can kind of, you get a surprise at the end of it when it works or it doesn't work, and you just think, well, that was a waste of time, or you think, oh, I'm a genius and I've done it and it's worked. The latter happens more often than I would like. Right, we are kind of running out of space a little bit now, which is good. That's how I wanted it to be. If I look right, oh, there we go, overhead, you can see where the gaps are. You don't have to fill all the gaps, of course. There's, you know, nothing wrong with having a few gaps in amongst all the trees. But I do want it to look fairly dense. Okay, we're getting there, I think. It's just one or two more over. Let's go down and have a look, see what this looks like. So you walk in. What do you see? Yeah, this is nice. I don't mind this little bit being a bit open actually, so you kind of get the hints through here. Look at that, that's quite a nice little view. So you just get ideas of the buildings and the entrance, and obviously you can see the other people walking through the pathway. And you come through here, yeah, you really feel like you are going through a nice little forested area. You've got these lovely cliff faces here, and you get to here. Yeah, and again, if you're down here, so you can just see the top of the building. That's what I wanted. I didn't want you to be able to see the whole thing, so you just get that tantalizing view of what you're going to see. And you come around here, you can see the entrance again over there, and then you come round. You've got the disabled access there, and then boom, you walk around the corner, and there we go, there's your entrance. Yeah, pretty happy with that. I think that's pretty good. Not entirely convinced by this tree. I like it, but the only issue I have with it is that it kind of blocks the view of the train if the train is in the station there. What do we think? Let's see. What does that look like? No, I think that does need to be there. Let's keep it there. Yeah, that does look better. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, very happy with that. Now obviously there's still more to do. I need to put down ferns. Yeah, I'm tempted to do some rock formations, but really because I've done this sort of edging, you kind of get the suggestion of rock from this. I may do some flower meadow actually around these front areas, and maybe keep the ferns up here. That might look good. Let's have a look at this. Let's go back into the same group. Or should I do a different group? No, let's do it as a different group. So we don't want ferns. It's bracken, isn't it? Yes. These are the good brackens. These ones, yeah, these are fantastic. So let's just get a couple of them down, and then let's get them grouped together. It's such a simple little thing, this, creating these little groups. I would always suggest doing it, because it's if it goes wrong, it's just so much easier to delete your work if it's all just done as one big group. So yeah, so I will keep, I think, most of the brackens to these raised areas. I'll have one or two down here. You know, I'm not gonna make it exclusive to the top, so otherwise that will look a bit strange. So yeah, you know, one or two down the bottom here will still look good. Let's come up over into here, and we've got lots of different types of bracken I can use as well. So the variation that you can get from these plants is basically infinite. Whoops! You always have to be careful with this, that you don't accidentally put things at the wrong eye level. It's very easily done. Excellent. Now I know there's nobody back here at the moment, but there's nothing wrong with putting a few details down further back. Let's get some right by the entrance here as well. These always look good around these buildings. Like that, just blends things together nicely. And then let's get some going back in this area. Let's get a couple down the front. So again, it's quite repetitive work, this sort of thing, but it's worth the time and it's worth the effort, because the lasting effect from it, of having an area like this looking so natural and full of these different wild flowers, it really will work. It will set this whole area off, and I think it will look really, really nice. I hope it does anyway. If it doesn't, you can let me know. I'm generally a pretty good judge, I think, of if something has worked or not. You know, whether it's my own idea or whether it's someone else's, I generally get it right. Occasionally I've done something I thought, oh wow, that's really good, and then I've gone back and looked a week later and I've just thought, wow, what was I thinking? It's terrible. But it's not often, not very often at all. Cool, that's did I do up here? Yes, I did. Good. Actually, I didn't do right over here, so let's just get a few scattered down in there as well. Excellent. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Oh, I could even get one or two up by the pond here, actually. Just continue the theme a little bit. That looks great. And of course, then you've got other bracken as well. So it is going to just, you just have to bear with me with this sort of thing. I am doing this as quickly as I can, but you know, I'm not going to put as many of the different ones down. Those big ones are the main type. They are the best ones. But I appreciate this is not the most fun thing to watch. On the plus note, my tooth is feeling a bit better today. If you've listened to previous episodes, you'll know that I recently had a wisdom tooth removed with some rather invasive surgery, and it's left my mouth and my gum in particular very sore. It is improving. You know, every day the swelling is starting to go down a little bit, so that's good news. It means talking isn't as painful anymore. Let's discuss our first animal actually while I'm doing this. I want the lake to have hippos in it, so I'm going to try and make it so they have the whole lake and some land area as well. So I've got to try and find a suitable place for them to come out onto the land. I'm also toying with the idea of having a what's the word I'm looking for? One of those boat rides. You like the travel, like I put the train on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a boat equivalent, isn't there, that you can put in the water. It's not something that I've really done before, but I do like the idea of it. I think I did do it once in one of my other zoos. I think I did it around a big lake with hippos in it, actually. I just can't quite remember the process by which it works. I seem to recall it's a little bit tricky because you have to have the water deep enough that the animals in the water, whether it's hippos or something else, can still actually get underneath the tracks, because otherwise they're stuck, and wherever you build the the track lines, you end up kind of blocking the animals in, which obviously is no good. So I certainly don't want to have that issue. So I'm going to try that. Whether it works or not, I don't know, but I do want to try. I'm just dotting a few of these smaller ones around because it does get quite boring doing this. It's not something that I want to spend hours and hours on. Whoops. But I know it will look good in the end. So there we go. That's good for the ferns, I think. Again, it just adds that extra bit of texture, doesn't it, as you walk through the forest. Yeah, I'm liking that. That looks nice. That looks quite good. But I do also want to do some of these other things, the meadow things. Sorry, I'm not describing that very well at all. What am I trying to say? These things, you know, all the little wildflowers. That's the word I'm looking for, wildflowers. Yeah, so like in these big flat areas here, I want to have a load of these. Again, I'm going to group them together, just in case it all goes wrong. So this will basically go, I think, all around the edge, like so. Is my plan, just on all these flat areas. And I'm not going to put too many different ones down. I don't want it to look too busy. But I just like these. I think I do think they bring a real extra dimension to an area. Let's get some over on this side as well. I certainly hope this has the effect that I want. I probably should put some of these smaller sizes down as well, actually, but for now let's just stick with the big types. I might put one or two fallen trees in as well. You know me, I do like my fallen trees, and it certainly does look good when you have those. So I definitely think I want some of the poppies. Whoops, that was way too high. Let's try that again. Yeah, some of the poppies I think will look really good in here. I think there's a yellow one as well, so maybe I'll do some yellow and some poppies. Right, where are we here? Are we? Yes, that's just about the edge there. I don't want to do anything the other side of the tracks because I don't know what's going to be in there. What haven't I done? I don't think I did this side at all. No, let's just do a few more over this way. Doesn't need too much there. Great. Right, now what else have we got? Cornflowers. No, they're the wrong colour. Buttercups are yellow. I think daisies are white. That's just the same sort of colour again. Poppy, yeah, so poppy is one that I want. Ah, tick seed, that's the other one I was thinking of. Great, let's get some of the poppy in here then. I just hope this has the right look when I've finished. Oh, I didn't go back to the entrance here, did I? Let's get some in here. Hang on, let's not get confused. Let's stick over here first, and then I will go into the other areas. I don't want to forget an area. That's what I usually do when I'm doing this sort of work. You end up with a whole area that you've forgotten about. You've got to be quite organised with this sort of thing. Right, here we go. Are we back at the start again yet? It's always something that I vow to do. Every time I do this sort of start a new project, I vow not to do these big areas of repetitive stuff like this. But sometimes you just don't have a choice because of the design of the zoo that you want to do. It kind of inevitably ends up with you having something like this, a big area that is all basically the same theme, and all you can do is just repeat your patterning over and over again. Unfortunately, I wish it wasn't like that, but it is. Whoops, I think I just disconnected that from the group. There we go, that's better. Don't want to make that mistake. I've done that many times before. Believe me, it's not fun. I think this is working. I think this will look nice once it's all finished. Great, that's that and that. Did I go over this way? I did. I think I went everywhere. Good. Right, last one then. Tick seed. Let's start. Where are we? Sorry, dodgy camera work. Let's start over here. Is this? Oh, I don't know if that's going to really be bright enough. Actually, it's all right. Let's not put too many of this one down. Let's just dot a few here and there. I certainly don't want it to look overcrowded. but at the same time I do want I want it to look quite meadowy as well, so it's hard to get that balance, I think, but I think this is looking good. You can be the judge, you can let me know what you think, and please do. You know me, I love your feedback, whether it's good or bad. Actually, so far no one said anything bad about Pine Valley, so that's nice, isn't it? Maybe you're just holding it in and you all just let it out at once and tell me that I'm rubbish. That's fine. If that's how you feel, then you know, you go for it. Don't hold back on my account. Yeah, so what was I saying earlier? Hippos. Yeah. Why don't you tell me, what do you want? What animals do you want me to put in the zoo? And I will try and fit them in. So if you've got any particular favourites, let me know. I've just downloaded the latest DLC. I hadn't actually realised. I knew there was a DLC on the way. I'd just been a bit busy at home and I'd not actually realised that it had been released already. So I have now downloaded the new pack, which has got some cool new animals in. So I will definitely be trying to put some of those around. Ooh, so how are we looking? Meadowy. We are looking meadowy. I like that. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this. Just creates that nice atmosphere as you walk in, doesn't it? Good. I'm happy with that. I still need to do lighting and maybe some benches here and there, but other than that, that's basically what I envisaged for the entrance. Just a little, you know, little pine forest, some wildflowers, ferns, that sort of thing. Yeah, just nice and calming as you walk through it. Good. I'm happy with that. Great. Okay, so what else was I going to try and do in this episode? I was going to try and do some detailing in here. There's not going to be a lot I can do, I'll be honest, but I will try. So let's go and have a look at props and see what is in here that could possibly look good up here. I mean, these pots are a bit random. The African theme doesn't really work, does it? I'll put a couple down and see what I think. You know, you can, you know, little things like that. You can kind of get away with that in a train station, I reckon. I love the idea of having a car parked somewhere, actually, like a safari car parked out in the, I don't know. I'll think about that. Okay, I will think about that. I love these cars. I think they are good. I just need somewhere relevant for it to go. Right, let's crack on down this list and see what else we've got that could be used. Lots of Christmas themes. I don't think I want any of that. These are good. Yeah, these little cardboard boxes. See, I think these could look decent if you, I don't know, you got to try and make them look, you know, like they're here for a reason. Oh, these are bigger ones. I hadn't realised that. Oh, I could kind of stack these a bit, couldn't I? Something like that. Try and get some bits put in the top of one of them. Maybe have that stacked up. Yeah, I've got to try and put some fruit in these, otherwise they just look a bit random. See, there are other pots here. There's a bucket. These things actually, it's really hard to get the camera just right in here. These little crates, they're okay. I can't do much with them, I don't think, but you know, you can have a couple. Whoops! Oh, is that? Hang on. Is that basically the same thing? Oh no, it is a slightly smaller crate. Okay, well let's have one of them there. I'm not sure any of these tools are particularly relevant. I suppose you could have, that looks like a snow shovel. So I suppose I could have a little snow shovel. Maybe leaning somewhere. Probably not against these because they're weird angles. I could have a snow shovel leaning over here. Here we go. Let's get it leaning up over here against the wood. Something like that. Let's get it on there. on, is that in the floor? Yes, it is a little bit. There we go. Hang on, just out a tiny bit. Good, nice. Right, so what vegetables do we have that can actually fit in these trays? Ooh, carrots. Oh, I could do a whole thing of carrots, like sunk into the box like that, couldn't I? I have no idea what this is really going to look like, but I kind of like the idea of it. Looking like there's just a whole box full of carrots. Oh yeah, I like that. That looks pretty nifty. Good. Right. How about see, that is a bit too big for the... Oh, sorry. I do apologise. It's so hard to keep the camera inside the roof of this. Yeah, it's a bit tricky, that one. Can it go into one of these, maybe? It's quite big. Yeah, I can just about get away with it in there, I think. No, that looks terrible. Okay, too big. What's this? A potato. I could have a whole thing of potatoes. Wow, this is detailing to the extreme. Let's be honest. I'm not sure I need this much detail, but it's kind of fun, isn't it? It's like Tetris. Tetris for potatoes. This is what you wanted to see on today's video, wasn't it? Me detailing potatoes. I mean, what other way do you want to spend your evening other than watching a man play with potatoes? See, I can stack a couple up as well. That looks all right, actually. I quite like that. Oh, I've missed the marrows. Why do they do them all staying on their end? That's not how a marrow naturally lies, is it? Okay, let's get some marrows lying down in the crate here. I think I can... Oh, I might have to go that way, actually. Whoops, that wasn't quite right. There we go. Let's get it in. Let's get it there. Okay, let's get one more. Let's get one there, and then let's get one here and spin it round. Like so, and then just so that one's a little bit different, I will just turn it. There we go. I have no idea why a train station would have buckets and things with courgettes in, but you know, it is what it is. It's something to do. What if we... Oh, blimey, look at that. I could just get a couple of them in there, couldn't I? There we go. Right, now what else can I fit in these other boxes? Actually, that works, doesn't it? Just, can I don't know if I can squeeze a couple of them in. No, it's not quite going to work. Okay, hang on. Couple of them. No, that's just way too big, I think. Even if I lie that down, I don't think that's going to quite fit in there properly, is it? Oh, come on, camera work. No, that's not going to work. Okay. Well, I don't have to have something in all the boxes, do I? That's fine. Let's just go with that for now. Oh, we've got a nice basket here. I can have something in a basket, can't I? Where do I want a basket? Or a couple of baskets? Right, what can I stick in a basket? Can one of these go in here? Does that work? Does that? No, it doesn't. I don't think I'm quite going to be able to hide that, am I? No. Ah, that's a shame. How about one of them, though? Oh, no, it was the same thing. Sorry. One of them, that's what I meant. Can I get like a stack of these in some way? I don't know. I'm trying my best here, people. Why not? There we go. A few courgettes in a basket. Why not? where else are you going to find a courgette? I do like things like this. I think these are really nice details to have. So if you have these hanging up, it's a nice detail, and it just adds that little bit of realism to an area where you think, well, yeah, they would have things like this so they can hose down the platforms. That does make sense. So, and I'll try and do bits like that through the whole park, you know, the whole zoo, sorry. So I'll probably try and do something similar down here. Let's come down here and add something, because you've got to think this whole area down here is exposed to the outside world, so they would definitely need stuff like this to be able to clean the decks, because they're going to get weathered and they're going to get leaves blowing in and all sorts. So yeah, little details like that are really good. There's a bike. Yeah, I suppose a bike up by the train station could work, couldn't it? Let's just have a look. Where do we need something? Maybe, hang on, let's unalign to surface. Let's just let's get the back end in place first. Something like, hang on, let's do that. Then let's get the front on. It's always a bit tricky lining these up. I don't know. I do get why they're separate pieces, but it's also a little bit annoying sometimes. I kind of wish they'd put the whole bike on as one piece, but then do the individual pieces as well. I think this is where the bike is meant to go. It just sits inside there, like so. Yes, good. That does look nice. And then you can just slide that over to the edge and then lean it just a tiny bit so that actually looks like it is, oops, lean against the edge there. Raise it up so it's not in the ground. How does that look? Yeah, that looks good. Nice. I have no idea what else is here. Oh, there's a random hat. There you go, someone's left their hat behind. That looks good. I do enjoy doing this sort of stuff, all these little details. It's these sort of details, I think, that make an area just come alive, and you know, it's what differentiates I think a good build from a great build. I'm not saying this is a great build. I'm saying with other people do it, it is. You know, I would never go so far as to say that I'm great at anything. At best, I think I'm moderately okay. So yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with being okay at things. There we go. Let's get a pineapple in there. Actually, these rolls of carpet look really good. I can definitely get some of these up on here. I'm not sure why that's hovering in midair. That's kind of annoying. Let's get that sunk down so it's actually on the floor. Let's get some of them. I think there's these big, nice big folded bits as well. That looks great. Doesn't really mean anything, doesn't do anything. It's just there, you know. Just looks good. Ah, yes, and we've got these boxes as well, which look good. So let's get some of these stacked over here. And let's get one up on top. There we go, nice and simple. Might do another few of these over here somewhere as well, actually. Oh, where did that go? Why is that hovering in the air? Come on. I'll best go back and check those other ones actually, because I might have got those wrong. It's sometimes hard to see with you know, whether things are hovering or not. Let's have a look. No, those ones went fine. Good. Right, are we done then? Is that enough detailing? I think it probably is. Oh, there's a little step ladder. I could put a step ladder in somewhere. Where would they leave a step ladder? And that's where the controller goes. So maybe there'd be a little step ladder for him for some reason. I don't know quite why he'd have a step ladder next to him, but actually let's do it like that, and then I can lean it over like so. There we go. Right, I'm going to leave that like that. I think that looks nice. It's just a few small details up there. Just makes that, just makes it look a bit nicer, doesn't it? Great. Okay, what else was I going to do in this episode? Probably a great many things, but unfortunately I think I am probably out of time now. I think that's, yeah, I've done my half hour, which is how I want to try and keep these episodes to about half an hour. So I'm going to leave it there. So the next episode I will get in and do the lighting. So I think that's all the detailing I wanted to do. Actually, no, I wanted to do some flower baskets along the front here. So next episode will be finishing touches of the flowers along the edge of this. And then I will do the lighting. And that will probably take me the episode because there's going to be quite a lot of lighting and benches and bins and things to do. So that will probably do it. So for now, let's call it a day there. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with what I've got done in this episode, actually. I think it's starting to look really nice. I know that you can't see the entrance as well anymore, but that's the point. I don't want you to be able to see the entrance anymore. You've got to go exploring. You've got to go through the woods to find the entrance. There we go. That looked good. Great. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining me. I do hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, you can hit the like button for me. I would greatly appreciate that, and I do appreciate any comments that you want to leave as well, so go ahead. And hopefully you can join me in the next episode. Until then, do take care, and I will see you soon.